Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger, Chapter 141. Yo, this chapter, man, Kamakoma is just something else. They're just something else. I know I've mentioned it every week for like the last month, but the domination is just on another level. like, this is crazy. They've literally controlled this match from the second it started, and they have never lost control. Literally everything that's happened is within their plan. They've literally this is like back with Suwa squad and Arfune squad, where they were literally controlling the other team's actions and forcing them to act in a certain way. Okay, this is they've just I just I can't even believe how this match is unfolding. Like it's actually just phenomenal. Okay, like we see the stuff going on with Zaki's squad and Katori's squad. With Zaki, Yuma's pretty much just playing around with him. Pretty much whenever they try to get close to him, he backs away and uses the wires to avoid them. So then they start shooting at him, but then he gets close to one of them so that they can't shoot anymore because they might end up hitting their teammate. All right, and he just keeps doing this until he finds an opening and he goes for it. All right? And the opening in particular that came in this chapter is when he was fighting close range with Tomoe, and he ended up using Grasshopper to force him into the air. And last week I wasn't sure Chica was going to get involved. Well, she was very involved. And she used the lead bullets and she hit Tomoe in the arm, which weighed him down and forced him down into the ground, where Yuma pretty much executed him. She literally just cut his head off, freaking Game of Thrones style, season freaking 1. Okay, I'm like legit season 1 Game of Thrones. This dude just came in and just boom. Okay, like the, oh my gosh, that was just wow, wow, I could not believe it when I saw that panel. I literally just covered my mouth and I was like, I was in complete shock. Like I was like falling over, and I could not believe what I just read. All right, wow. It, and pretty much everyone involved in this match, the commentators, the Zaki squad, Katori squad, they're literally sitting there thinking like this entire match has gone according to their plan. Like literally we are playing right into their hands, and there's literally nothing we can do about it, because if we back out of this wired range, we're going to get hit by the cannon and we're going to die. If we fight inside the wired area, we're going to get hit by lead bullets, and then we're going to get cut down by Yuma. We're shot full of holes by Osamu. Like, like there's literally nothing they can do. They're like puppets on string who are trying to defy their master, but their master is. But anytime they try to cut their string, their master just holds their arm down. Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to move your arm when your master is literally controlling your arm? What are you going to do? You literally can't do anything. That's what this is like, a puppet trying to go against its master, even though the master is holding the strings. Okay, that's what this match is like. It was a little, no, actually it was worse with Katori Squad. It was worse because they just completely disrespect Osamu and think he's absolutely nothing. So they legit thought they were just going to go in, take him out easily, and just move on. They it was worse for them because they actually had this false sense of superiority, and they went in and, well, what happened? Rock was going to try and distract Osamu, not Osamu, Chica. He was going to try and distract Chica. Okay, and he did distract her. She focused on firing on him for a little bit, but only for a little bit. In the end, she went back to Katori because she's going in. Her eyes have adjusted so she can see the wires now. And she's going in with Yuta and she's cutting wires, but there are these red wires there. And according to Katori, they were there mainly for the purposes of deception. I don't know how you define deception. Like, I do, what part of this is deceiving? I'm not really sure. Like, you can see them, right? Like, is it supposed to draw your attention to more so that you end up missing the other wires. Maybe that's what it does, because she ended up missing one. She ended up tripping over one, even though she supposedly could see all of them. She ended up tripping over one that was on the ground and getting shot in the leg by Chica, lead bullet style, so she had to cut off her own leg. Okay, and she almost got shot a second time, but Yuta pulled her out of the way, and that's actually a really big deal because she's the ace of the team. She's like she's the Yuma of that team. So with that leg missing, that severely limits her mobility and her usefulness in the match, especially in that wired area where they have to be able to move quickly in order to both avoid lead bullets, avoid Osamu's bullets, and avoid wires. So with the position that they're in, that's definitely going to hurt Katori Scott. I mean, they're pretty. If anything, I'd say they're done now. They're done. They're done. What are they going to do? Yuta's missing an arm. Their ace is missing a leg, and all she can do is hop around. I haven't seen her use anything like Grasshopper that would assist her with her mobility. So what can she do? Like, see, Rock is the only one who can do something now. Like, I legit think they're done. Zaki lost Tomoe, so now they've got two people there. Katori squad's got one full person and two half people. Like, they're done. They're done. Okay, they're done. All right. Both of these squads are now limited in what they can do. I mean, even Zaki's squad even more so, because at the end of the chapter, Zaki ends up agreeing with Fumika that she should go ahead and try to take out Chika, which means Zaki is going one-on-one with Yuma. Okay, and that's not going to end well for him. It's really not. The only reason Yuma didn't take him out already is because he had three people he had to focus on. But if it's just one, he's going to be able to take Zaki out. Okay, and then when he takes Zaki out, he's going to go after Fumika. And honestly, does it even really matter if Fumika makes it to Chika? Because Usami could just tell her, listen, Fumika's coming after you, so you need to change your location and hide from her. Use Bagworm. Okay, you can't use Black Lightning with Bagworm, but okay, just put Bagworm on and stop using Black Lightning for a little bit. It's not that big of a deal to stop using it for a tiny bit while you change your location. Okay, it's like like you. So once Zaki gets defeated by Yuma, he could just go after Fumika and take her out. And then the worst fears of Katori squad come true, because the reason they went to hurry up and go after someone in the first place was because they knew that Tomoe got taken out by Yuma, and if Yuma takes out the rest of Zaki's squad, he's going to come after them, which means they're screwed. Okay, so if Yuma takes out Zaki's squad, he's coming after them. So even if Katori squad manages to do something Osamu with their one and two halves people, Yuma's going to be there, and Chica will probably be back in action by that point, so she can go get like. So I cannot imagine a scenario where Tamakoma loses. I can't. They're going to win. It's settled. It's settled. They've won. They've won. It was settled like 3 weeks ago, but I'll say it again. It's settled. Tamakoma has won this. Nakumo's squad is going to get literally every single point on the board. Every single one. And I don't think a single one of them is going to get knocked out either. I think the Katori squad and the Zaki squad are going to get 0 points. And I think that every point on the board is going to go to Tamakoma. I'm calling it again. I'm calling it again. I'm telling you, Osamu is getting disrespected so much. There's no way Daisuke Ashihara would allow that disrespect to actually be acknowledged as truth and being worthy of him by having one of them actually take Osamu out. Like, no, that can't happen. That would be like spitting in the face of his character. You can't, after the stuff that they said, you cannot let them defeat Osamu here. You can't. You just can't. You have to have Katori especially get taken out by Osamu, because she's the one. I mean, we've already established she's a dick and she just acts that way to everybody. But even so, he's got to at least defeat her. He's got to. I mean, he kind of got helped by Chica, since she's the one responsible for taking her leg. But even so, Osamu has to be the one to finish off Katori. He has to. He has to. He just has to. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going. I'm done with the chapter. I'm done. There's nothing else to talk about. This chapter, man. the 2 points in the chapter that really got me were, one, obviously when Yuma cut off Tomoe's head, but the second was when Katori fell and got shot by Chica and had to cut her own leg off. Because again, she's the ace. That is a big freaking deal. She is the ace of the team. The team is 100% dependent on her, and now she only has one leg in a wired area that requires mobility to survive. Go outside the wired area, you're just gonna get taken out by the cannon, by Ibis. Okay, like this mobility has never been as important as it was in this match, compared to the previous ones, except for maybe Ninamiya and Kageura and Azuma squads, because there was an extra squad there, so there was just more people, and you needed mobility, you just did. Okay, but mobility is just so important in the stage, and her not having it, that is a big part of this chapter too. So I mean, with those two moments, I will give the chapter an 8.5 out of 10. I was tempted to give it a 9. But if the stuff with Katori was as flashy as the execution of Tomoe, then I would have given it a 9. But it's more of like but the impact of what happened with Katori, you feel it when you sit down and think, wait a second, she's you don't get the impact until you sit down and you think about it. So I'll give since it was missing that tiny little bit of oomph, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10, and that is that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at BlacklistOTA, and I'll see you guys next time.